If my voice will be a little bit trembling, please excuse me. It is not very often that I read a citation for somebody who was born in exactly the same street as mine. In tribute, Professor Elie Wiesel, in tribute to your spirit and courage in recounting the unspeakable barbarity of the Holocaust, in recognition of your humanity that represents a miraculous triumph of faith and compels your determined quest to prevent injustice and violence, in acknowledgement of your standing as the foremost messenger of our time, at once strengthening respect for human dignity while warning against the ascendancy of evil, and in appreciation for your quintessential Jewish identity, steeped in memory, tradition, and pride, inspiring hope and meaning for the future of the Jewish people.
I now invite Professor Brookstein and Professor Moshe to present the doctoral hood. Invite Professor Wiesel to respond.
President, Vice Presidents, Deans of this very distinguished school, Chairman of the Board of Governors and members of the Board of Governors, good friends. I cannot tell you really how grateful I am to you for all kinds of reasons, for your generous, perhaps wise decision to award me this great honor. I doubt the wisdoms because really I have nothing to do with science. Believe me, I know about physics very little. I only know metaphysics. That's my field. But then I know what the Technion has done. The Technion has been a very great institution for many, many years. But really it became an inspiration worldwide when two of your illustrious professors, my colleagues and friends now, Professor Chichanover and Professor Hershko, have broken a wall. For almost 40 years since Agnon, Israel has been overlooked by the Nobel community for reasons that nobody understood. Now, it has been broken, and I'm convinced that more will come. There is no doubt in my mind, for instance, let me be a prophet, that maybe this year, if not this year, next year, literature will be the field for Israel to get the Nobel Prize in Literature. Don't ask me who will get it, but I don't know. But somebody will get it. And more will come. Somehow the ban, the unwritten ban has been lifted. And it is thanks to the Technion. If I'm more prophetic, I'm convinced that when the time will come for the cancer to be cured, it will be here in your school. I know some of the people who work on it. Now, why am I doubting the wisdom? It's because in truth I have not done much for the Technion until now. I have tried to help in all kinds of ways, indirectly, by trying to help Israel. But then you know, like most Jews in diaspora, I feel when I come to Israel, it's not to receive, but to give. Because Israel, by its very existence, has given us already so much, more than we had hoped for. Freddie and I come from that town, as you heard. Now really, it's against all the laws of chances. For Freddie Brookstein, who lived in my street, and I should be here, and he, the dean of the graduate school, and I, whoever I am, to receive from his hands the prize that you have decided to bestow upon me. But then, who needs chances? We don't believe in that. We Jews don't believe in statistics. We don't believe in many, many things. We only believe that life is to be celebrated, no matter when, no matter what is being done to destroy it. What is the mystery of the Jewish people, really? It will take more time than the 3 minutes I'm supposed to speak here to tell you about it. Maybe Wednesday when I'll give you really what you asked me to speak about literature and the meaning of literature. But one thing is clear to me. Whatever the essential questions exist in philosophy or in sociology or in literature or in any science, education must be its major component. And my embarrassment, for instance, is that there is no Nobel Prize for education. Somehow Alfred Nobel didn't think about it. Just as there is no Nobel Prize for music. What a pity. When the time comes and there will be a Nobel Prize for education, again, Technion again will be in the line. My good friends, we live in very, very critical times. We all know that. Somehow destiny, Jewish destiny, and humanity's destiny, like Jewish history and general history, are converging. For so many centuries, there was a parallel. Jewish history and general history ran parallelly, sometimes in conflict. But now they are converging. Whatever happens to one people affects all people. And whatever happens to our people here, and I believe this is the center of the Jewish people, which means that Jewish people anywhere, affects all people. Maybe because of science, of communication, of knowledge, and surely commitment. So for all of these reasons, and also for the fact really that my wonderful wife is convinced that Sziged, our Sziged, must be bigger than Vienna, where she was born. Because wherever we go, there's always somebody from Sziged. Now I would like to hear what she will say to me tonight. You see, look. Now I saw, the last time I saw him here, but I saw him in Sziged in 1964. He was 10 years old. I came to see his father, who was a Yiddish writer. And I convinced them, I pleaded with them to leave Romania. I pleaded with the family to leave Romania. Ceausescu, who wants to leave? Not the Ceausescu. And come to Israel, and here he is. Now what you, sir, mentioned is something which is also important. 61 years ago, almost to the day, the last Jews of Sziged were in a train, going you know where. And here we are, in Israel, with all of the problems it has. But what an extraordinary privilege is to be Jewish today, in Israel and because of Israel. What an extraordinary event it is for us to think of the past and to live and see how the past lives in the present, but doesn't destroy it. All that means there are so many things in life still worth celebrating. And for this too, I thank you.